Hey, this is Mark Barrett, and thank you for visiting my website. Now, you're probably here because you're either looking at becoming involved in the network marketing industry and you're trying to figure out if this is the right company for you, or you've been in the business before and are kind of hoping that Ambit Energy is finally the company that's going to make it happen for you. Well, congratulations, you got about 30% of it right so far. I mean, because Ambit has, in fact, let's face it, a very unique product. And you know what? Just to kind of mirror what the company says already, if you did have to think about the perfect network marketing product, it would be one in which, everybody uses it already. You could sell it to them cheaper. There's no cost to switch, and nothing changes for the customer. I mean, how could you miss? Well, they're going through some explosive growth right now, and I believe they are destined to become a major player in the network marketing industry. And it's that rapid growth in a company that creates opportunity and also creates the ability to create wealth. So, you've correctly picked a rapidly growing company with a unique product line, but that's not going to save you. Chances are, you're going to go out there and make a list of everybody you know. You're going to call them up. You're going to twist their arm, get them to join you in the business. And once you've given that your best shot and are out of leads, then you're going to join the ranks of other unhappy distributors, off in search of the gold again. That next company that's finally going to make it happen for them. And then the next company, and then the next company. And the problem is it's going to be the same at every one of those companies. The part that you missed here is the job description, network marketing. Notice how they don't call it network selling, or let me jam it down my friends and family's throats. Those approaches, let's face it, they work, but they're going to get you into the NFL, which stands for No Friends Left Club. Now, if you want to approach this as a serious business, and you want to make a lot of money, and that's why we're here, right? You're going to have to learn marketing. And if you learn how to effectively market, and you're with the right company, you got a shot at it. You got more than a shot at it. You can put yourself into the top 1% of the company's earners. So if that's where you want to be, let me share a couple of key concepts with you here that'll make a huge difference in your future success in the business. My background before I became involved in the network marketing industry was business development and marketing. And I've been involved in network marketing now for over 22 years. And during that period of time, I have probably seen every business building approach imaginable. From chasing your warm market around, fax broadcasting, email marketing, broadcasting, voice broadcasting, situational marketing. That's where you go and chase people in the grocery store down and try to convince them that you're their friend and you want them to listen to a presentation. Resume database mining, that's where you go out and talk to people who are looking for a job and try to convince them that they don't really want a job. Yard signs, those are big. Now, those are all valid approaches. And if you're currently using any of those, I'm not here to tell you that they don't work. Because you know what? They all work to some extent. The problem is, some work better than others, and most people really don't have enough time, money, or resources to throw at the problem to generate a high enough volume of leads to really get to the goal. The success of the low volume approaches, like working with your warm market, are really based on the assumption that you have a 1%er lurking in there somewhere. That person that you're going to bring in, and the next day they explode your organization, and a year later you're up on stage thanking Bob, and now you're making $20,000 a month. There very well could be a 1%er lurking in your warm market, but the chances are there's not. And in the time it takes you to use those low volume approaches to build a business, it pretty much guarantees it's going to take you years, if ever, to reach your goals. So, if you're looking for massive success, let's face it, you need massive activity. You have to generate that by using high volume marketing approaches. Now, when I first entered the network marketing industry, I'd been a pretty successful business person before, but this is a different marketplace. I had no clue on how to make it work, and I failed. Well, I failed so miserably for the first 6 months, it was embarrassing. I mean, I probably quit 5 times just in the first 6 months. You know how it is. I got so sick of chasing my warm market around only to hear their excuses. I haven't decided yet, Mark. I haven't ruled it out yet. I'm looking at several options. Please follow up with me on Thursday. It drove me nuts. And you know what? I was so hooked on the idea of the residual income and being able to live the good life, I just couldn't give it up. Now, finally, I got some good coaching from a couple of very successful business people who really understood marketing. They pointed out that I was spending far too much time chasing lukewarm prospects around, and that I should broaden my market to a much larger group and find the dead serious people who saw the opportunity the same way I did. Now, from that point, I went on to build a very large organization, almost entirely from cold marketing approaches, not by talking to friends and family. I became a 7-figure income earner, and over the years, I've earned millions in this industry. And my success was because I learned the lesson of working the numbers and using a marketing system that could generate a high volume of lead traffic and then having that duplicated by my organization. Now, using high volume approaches allows you to generate such a high volume of numbers that you just can't miss finding those dead serious people. Now, the high volume success formula really has 4 basic elements, right? Number 1, It's a way to generate a high volume of traffic. That's that supply of leads that keeps flowing to you on a daily, consistent basis. Number two, you need a sifting tool to separate the job seekers from the opportunity seekers. Number three, you need a presentation format. And number four, you need a follow-up strategy. Now, years ago, my traffic formula was based on running ads in the newspaper, these little tiny 8-line ads into a voicemail system. I tweaked them until I was getting 80 to 100 leads a week. And I funneled them into a voicemail to separate out the job seekers. And then I brought the remaining prospects in groups of 6 to 10 into my home 3 times a day and showed them a videotape. The follow-up strategy was that I really didn't need to follow up. The people that were serious were attracted to me because they saw I had a system that worked and they wanted in. Well, did it work? Well, I tell you what, I sponsored into the business over 250 dead serious distributors in 2 years. And that enabled me to generate an income stream of over $1 million a year by the end of my second year. Today, the traffic formula is different. Traffic's online, and the volume of that traffic is huge, and it's really not that hard to get to if you have the tools in the system. The good part is, you're not going to have to put 30 people into your living room once a day. Once you set this system up, it can pretty much run on autopilot, and it's 24 hours a day, and it's international. So let me show you a system that will not only totally change the way you look at building your business, but it's also going to radically change your bottom line. With this system, your marketing is actually going to pay for itself, and it will allow you to generate a volume of leads you never dreamed possible on a daily basis. I mean, how would you like to have 50 leads a day to power your business? Look, even if you're only generating 10 leads a day, which is pretty easy to do if you get your system set up and actually work it, that means you'd have about 300 leads a month. Now, you should be able to sponsor at least 3 to 5% of those people into your MLM business. Now, tell me, what would it be like if you could sponsor 10 plus people a month into your business? Would that change your financial picture? You better believe it would. It would put you into the top 1% of the company's earners. Now, I believe the high traffic system that I can show you is undoubtedly the #1 most powerful internet-driven approach today for you to hit the numbers you need to explode your business. So, now you got a decision to make. The next step is to put your name and email address in the form below. We'll see you on the inside. Or you can take the skeptical approach, pretend that what I'm saying couldn't possibly be true, and just click me off. Well, I challenge you to step up to the plate, step inside, and see if what I have to teach you can truly change your business. Whatever your decision, I do wish you the best of luck. And don't worry about putting your information in down below. This is my website. The information goes only to me, but it's going to allow me to maintain contact with you and email you a number of business building tips and strategies so that I can coach you on how to bring your business up to the next level. See you on the inside.